In 2019, a 59-year-old woman from the northern province of Thailand left her home and never came back. Her family reported her missing, and for months they lived in uncertainty, putting up notices, speaking to local police, and hoping for a phone call that never seemed to come.
8 months later, that call finally arrived, but not from where you'd expect. Authorities in China, nearly 600 kilometers away, had found a Thai woman who could not explain where she was from or how she had gotten there. Her memory was fragmented. Through coordination between Thai and Chinese officials, her identity was later confirmed. She was an Alzheimer's patient who had crossed the border without realizing it.
This isn't just an individual story, it demonstrates a much larger crisis. Across low and middle income countries, an estimated 75% of people living with dementia never receive a formal diagnosis. And in some regions, that figure rises to around 90%. That's where we come in.
We created CogniChat, everyone's user-friendly interface paired with an adaptive interviewer that serves as a reliable alternative for in-person Alzheimer's screening.
It requires no clinical visit, no trained administrators, no rigid questionnaire. Each step of CogniChat's diagnosis design is curated to tackle existing issues with Alzheimer's screening. CogniChat does not rely on rigid questionnaires or fixed testing scripts. Throughout the conversation, CogniChat quantifies user engagement to percentages and tracks user interest. The AI interviewer anchors the dialogue based on patients' own interests and daily routines. Our prototype interviewer demonstrated strong capabilities in keeping track of conversational data in real time, where 92% of the responses were related to the patient's interest. Our model, trained using past interviews with Alzheimer's patients, detects tiny hesitation that signal cognitive decline. It measures speech rate, turn length, and even disruptions, instantly converting these subtle vocal patterns into a single Alzheimer's risk score. These parameters overcome major cultural barriers and work across 80 languages. Meet our speech analyzer. It is a real-time cognitive screening system that can be deployed anywhere. Our screening system is stored inside a Raspberry Pi 02W embedded computer ran by a custom Python machine learning pipeline. It is a portable diagnostic unit that's compatible with USB Type-A and C, supporting various computers like MacBooks and Windows. After testing this framework in simulation, we demonstrated that a stable 5-volt signal can be used to control GPIO-driven outputs using a simulated Raspberry Pi. It regulates the signal to 3.3 volts, matching with the real device, and confirms that our system can reliably drive external monitoring hardware. The LEDs are indicators of functionality. It can stay perfectly synchronized with the speech analysis engine. CogniChat will operate in a business-to-customer fashion, where we both supply large-scale organizations with comprehensive Alzheimer's screening platforms, adaptive conversational AI modules, cognitive fatigue monitoring systems, and scalable dementia detection software. Today, most tools that screen for cognitive decline still fall under these two categories. Traditional tests moved onto a screen, and AI tools that rely on rigid tasks. While these approaches work in clinics, they struggle in real-world settings like at home or in rural communities.
We will reach out to Southeast Asian NGOs, where organizations could act as middlemen to provide our technology to underserved communities. These organizations are actively looking for solutions like what CogniChat has to offer, such as its scalability for unsupervised home use, accurate fatigue-resistant results, low-cost deployment, and elder-friendly interface.
First, we'll establish credibility by presenting our research at conferences and symposiums, networking with professionals through local events. It is essential that we run clinical validations and pilot development work towards FDA approval. Then we will build presence, publishing case studies from pilots at medical panels and hospital workshops, also contacting journalists, promoting on social media, and attending interviews.
With roughly 40 million people living in rural areas across Thailand and Myanmar, even reaching 1,000 underserved communities and charging just $2,000 per site annually could generate about $2 million per year. And as we expand to similar rural regions across Asia, that revenue could realistically scale by a factor of 5.
$2,000 to screen an entire town is extremely feasible considering the Thai budget for healthcare is $8.5 billion, and in Myanmar it is roughly around $178 per person. We'll make sure that healthcare is accessible for everybody.
Become a part of our journey today.
This is CogniChat.